A very good afternoon to everyone. Before we begin, I would like to place on record my sincere thanks to our IPR cell and transfer team for taking this initiative to conduct this awareness session for all our faculty and staff members. We are really grateful to you for taking this initiative. They have conducted such sessions for faculty members from other schools, as well as last week they conducted a session for all first year students at Urmila Tai Karate Auditorium, and they have been receiving a very overwhelming response to this initiative. And I was just talking to them, and I mentioned to them that when I joined in 2020, in fact before I joined, I contributed to the policy of the intellectual property rights, for this university, and we were just going through that document. So I have been part of this journey at this university, and now that was a very small contribution, but their contribution is bigger than ours. We only wrote drew a map, but now they are undertaking this journey, and that is for all these stakeholders, be it students, be it faculty, be it staff members. Now the question that all of you might have is, we teach yoga, we have creative arts, performing arts, or we teach only language and literature. Why patent, copyright, design, trademark, so on and so forth? In fact, this is the right school, this is the right platform, because this is like a multidisciplinary group, and because we deal with various disciplines, interdisciplinary studies, interdisciplinary innovative ideas, creative ideas are possible. So be it any photograph, for example, our photography students take or capture through different angle, a creative angle, or be it any sculpture module that our students develop, or any artifact that we have based on the waste out of waste theme, and the list goes on, or be it even creative writing course that we have at School of Humanities, or various creative writing that our students do. Like some of them also publish their own books. We have our magazines, then our drawing and painting, sculpture, photography, and the list goes on. So we have so much that we could really contribute, because we usually only think of, when we hear the word property, we usually think of only the tangible assets, physical assets, be it, home, car, or any other property that we talk about. But today our experts are here to talk about a property which all of us need to protect, the property that we don't know the importance of, and that is what this session is going to be. On this note, I also, when I peep into the past, I remember when I was a student, like as a language and literature student, we used to think that if you copy one author and write something from his works, it is plagiarism. But if you copy multiple authors, that was research for us as students. But today, the definition of intellectual property rights research have drastically changed, especially in AI-driven world. We think that everything is possible with AI, but the real human intellect is more valuable than the artificial intelligence that we have, and that is what they are here to help us. So when we talk about intellectual property rights, we have to think of the different definition of property, and talk about copyright, be it patent, or even trademark, design, and the list goes on. And many a time we feel that this is what only faculty members from technology cluster should get involved in, but that is not the case. Even we as holistic development department can also contribute to this initiative. And it is not only for lawyers or people from the field of technology or law to practice this. This is for everyone. And to give you an example, I am sure some of you might have heard of the turmeric, story. What happened? One university in USA had already filed a patent. How many of you use turmeric at home if you get injured? The immediate home remedy is using turmeric and applying it on the wound. But for that, that university filed a patent and they got that patent that turmeric has medicinal values and that can be used to cure your injury. So our Indian team, I think Institute of ISIR, guided by Dr. Raghunath Marshalkar, fought against this, and they said that in our Indian culture, not only recently but traditionally, there has been mention of using turmeric to heal your wounds, to heal your injury, and that is how we could win that case, and they had to revoke that patent. That is just one example. We are now in the field of education. You know what happened at University of Delhi. Outside the university, when we didn't have these many gadgets like computers and everything, so books and teachers were only the source of knowledge. So books, they had to always either purchase them or go get them photocopied. So the photocopier outside the university, students used to go to him, give the original copy of the book from the library and would ask him to make multiple photocopies. Xerox, what we commonly call. So photocopies would be sold, and when the publishers came to know about that, the publishers filed a complaint, registered a complaint that this is infringement of copyright. The publication belongs to us and he is making multiple copies and selling them into market for commercial purposes. But you will be surprised to know that ultimately the verdict was that that he was allowed to do that because that was mainly done for educational purposes. So intellectual property, what the court said, that intellectual property is not a divine right. It is just a process. In India, we value education more than any other right. That was the verdict. So what we understand, we as educators need to know what we need to protect, what is our contribution, what is the property that we can build intellectually, apart from only the property like houses, farm, or cars and other luxuries that we have in our life. So that is what our experts are going to throw more light on. I once again welcome both of them and I look forward to listening to them. This is just going to be the beginning. Our faculty and team will need more hand-holding, so your support, because they are our neighbors, they are just next door. But sometimes we don't value neighbors because we always take them for granted, that they will always be there whenever we need help. But before other faculty members from other schools take maximum benefit of this, we should trouble them more because they are more approachable for us than any other school or any other faculty or staff member at this university. So I also wish you all the best on this very unique journey. At the end of the session, at least 20, be it copyright or patent or design or anything, at least 20 can be our target that we should achieve at the end of this session. So thank you once again for sparing your valuable time, and thank you everyone for being part of this session. Thank you.